Before fire, before cooking, before any of it, your ancestors ate raw meat torn straight from a carcass, sometimes still warm. No seasoning, no safety, just teeth, hunger, and whatever they could catch or scavenge before something bigger took it away. For millions of years, this was simply how eating worked. Early humans weren't apex predators. They were scavengers, competing with hyenas, vultures, and other predators for scraps left behind by lions and other big cats. Getting food often meant racing against animals that could kill you just as easily as they could kill your dinner. Raw meat was tough, stringy, and hard to chew. Early human jaws and teeth were built for this. Larger, stronger, more suited to grinding through fibrous muscle than anything we have today. Even so, a single meal could take hours of continuous chewing just to get enough calories to survive. And raw meat came with serious risk. Without cooking, parasites and bacteria in meat could pass directly into the body. Tapeworms, salmonella, E. coli, all very real threats with no way to fight back except a strong stomach and, frankly, luck. So what about plants? Early humans ate a huge variety of them. Roots, tubers, leaves, seeds, nuts, and whatever fruit was in season. But here's the catch. Many of these were nowhere near as calorie-dense as meat, and some were outright poisonous if eaten the wrong way or at the wrong time. Figuring out what was safe to eat wasn't obvious. It took generations of trial and error, and some of that trial ended in death. Every edible plant humans eat today, from potatoes to almonds, exists because countless ancestors tested toxic versions first and didn't survive long enough to pass on the mistake. Insects were also a major food source, and honestly, still are in many cultures today. Termites, grubs, beetle larvae, all packed with protein and fat, and far easier to catch than a fleeing animal. Some anthropologists believe insects made up a surprisingly large percentage of the early human diet, especially during lean seasons when hunting failed. Bone marrow was another prized food. Early humans would crack open the leg bones of dead animals, sometimes ones killed by other predators, to reach the fatty marrow inside. This was one of the most calorie-dense foods available, and it didn't require hunting skill, just a rock and patience. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Much of the early human diet depended on scavenging, not hunting. Following vultures circling in the sky was often the fastest way to find a fresh carcass. Whoever got there first, before hyenas, before the meat rotted in the heat, ate that day. This raw, high-risk, calorie-scarce diet came at a cost. Digesting raw food, especially tough plant fiber and stringy meat, required a huge amount of energy. Scientists estimate that early humans may have spent up to 6 hours a day just chewing. 6 hours, every single day, just to eat enough to survive. This diet also limited brain growth. The brain is incredibly energy hungry. It uses about 20% of the body's total energy today. Without an efficient way to extract calories from food, early human brains stayed relatively small for an extremely long time. Then fire changed everything. But that's a different story. Before that turning point, for hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of years, survival meant eating raw, eating dangerous, and eating whatever you could find before something else did. So the next time you complain about a bland meal, remember, your ancestors would have fought a vulture for the chance to eat it raw.